What's going on, guys? Aggronix here. Welcome back to week 8 of the ElysianUCL. We jump in today against our opponents, FC Bagonlona. I am stuttering all over the place because I'm so freaking worried. And honestly, I'm pretty tired. I've been stressing about this match, not because it's late or anything. It's actually only like 7:30 when I'm recording this. It's not too late. It's actually later for him. But I'm tired because I'm stressed. You know, this match is so important. Like, if we win, we're almost guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. You have no idea how badly I want to go. So we're going to go through Joey's team. Joey has a phenomenal team and he's been able to use it to full as he can. You know, he's been very, very good. He has a record of, I believe, 7-2. No, maybe 7-2. I think it's 7-2. I'm going to say it's 7-2. Might be 8-1. But he has beaten all of the fan favorites. He's beaten Thorson. I'm pretty sure he's beaten Swishy, you know, and we're gonna face him today. So, I'm so worried. So, Joey's team is incredible, and it's funny. I'm actually gonna go back to a couple months ago when we started the league. Someone in the comment section, sorry, I don't remember your name, but you left a very, very not a cheeky little comment. Let's call it a cheeky comment. You said Extra Drill and Rodham Teeth say hello, and when I saw the comment, I was like, you know, that's pretty funny, but you know what? I think we have Melodic. Dragonite does okay. You know, I think it's fine. That guy was right. And the fact that Joey has it on the same team is so annoying. And I really, really feel like we cannot come out today with a win. But trust me, I will try everything in my power. He has a phenomenal team. But at the end of the day, he can only bring 6 mons. So hopefully that 6 mons are able to die. Basically, we want them to die. So his team is Extra Sableye, Rum Heat, Jolteon, Shaman, Slowbro, Zangoose, Sawk, Aromatisse, Tangela, and Mega Steelix. Now you'll notice he has a pretty big ground weakness in Extra Drill, Jolteon, and Mega Steelix. That's like a third of his team. But then he has Shaman, Rotom Heat, which is going to support that. He has a bit of a Stealth Rock weakness in Rotom Heat. And the only thing that being able to take that out is Excadrill. So, and he's not the most reliable. People think he is. I don't really feel like he is because, like, he dies to one hit. But he's able to come in, so maybe he is pretty suitable. You have Annoying, Prankster, and Sableye, which are always very, very good. You have a fast, attacker in Jolteon. You have bulky mons like Rotom Heat, Shaman, Slowbro, Aromatisse, Tangela, and obviously Mega Steelix. You know, his team is very, very bulky, but also very, very offensive. So this is going to be a very, very tough match. And it's been very, very hard to team build. You know, this is definitely one of the toughest weeks for us. And if we come out with a win, I'm going to be hopping off the walls. So we're going to start off this team. We're going to start off with our captain of the Cork City Cradily as we jump in to Mega Aggron, Terminator, Heavy Slam, Taunt, Stealth Rock, and Earthquake. 248 in HP, 228 in defense, and 32 in the special defense. This thing was meant to take on Excadrill. But after doing more calcs, Adamant Life Orb, Mold Breaker, Excadrill. Because of Mold Breaker, he's allowed to ignore the filter, which is, he does 54 to 64% with Aggron. So 1v1, we beat him because he does less with Earthquake than we do to him with Earthquake. If Earthquake doesn't kill, he outspeeds and kills with 2. So it's like, we have a pretty big chance to kill him with 1 Earthquake, but we never swap in. And that's the most annoying thing. And he can always, you know, like, he never has to swap in on Aggron, but we always have to swap in on Excadrill, and that's so annoying. Aggron's job is to wall the Slowbro, possibly. No, not Slowbro. It's basically there for Zangoose and Aromatisse. It's there to set up rocks. It's there to set up rocks. It's there to taunt the Steelix. That's why Taunt is there. Hopefully, my lead is Aggron against Steelix. If he brings Steelix. If he doesn't bring Steelix, I don't think I'm going to bring Aggron. As in, lead with Aggron, sorry. But it's really, really good. Taunt is nice against his team because you notice mons like Slowbro. Taunting that allows it to, or disallows it, from using Slack Off and Thunder Wave and stuff. Taunting the Aromatisse would be nice. Taunting the Tangela. The Sableye if he goes for an attack. Because I'm pretty sure do we outspeed a Tangela? Let me check. I'm pretty sure Tangela's base speed is 50. But I'm not sure. 50, yeah. So we won't outspeed it. Sableye, what am I on about? Actually we do. We speed tie, which... Okay. So if he does go for an attack, we will outspeed him. But obviously, I mean, he's usually just going to click Taunt and stuff, which is actually why I'm going to take that back down. There's no point. Heavy Slam there for the Aromatisse to hit good damage. Heavy Slam actually does 34 to 41% on that Excadrill. So if we have Excadrill in on Aggron, or Aggron's in on Excadrill, I'm pretty sure I just click Heavy Slam if I think he's going to swap. And even if he doesn't swap, it does still a lot. So We're going to move on to Spyro Dragonite. Leftovers, Dragon Pulse, Surf, Thunderbolt Roost. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're running a special Dragonite. Now, this is the week where this had to come. I was thinking that I was going to bring this some week because I really like Special Dragonite. I think it's very, very unexpected. I think it catched a lot of people off guard. But this is definitely the week it had to come. You see things like Steelix, Aromatisse, which I definitely know that Aromatisse is going to be physically defensive for this Dragonite, which is why Special Dragonite does so well against it. Not well, but it does better. You think Slowbro, Rotom Heat would probably be physically defensive. Rotom Heat and Sableye are the big things because they want to Will-O-Wisp Dragonite. That's all they want to do. And if Sableye Will-O-Wisp me, that's fine. I'm clicking Dragon Pulse. We're doing a clean 60% of that Sableye if he's physically defensive. So that's really good. Also, Surf is there to catch the Steelix and the Excadrill. It does a decent amount of both of them. And the Rotom Heat. Thunderbolt is there for the Slowbro. And I really want to be careful with Thunderbolt because I don't want Jolteon to come in. Maybe he's sacking off Jolteon. I click Thunderbolt by accident and then he lives a Dragon Pulse or anything, even though I don't think he will because Dragon Pulse still does a decent amount of everything. And we're still running, you know, the bulky Roost set. It's my favorite type of Dragonite because Dragonite is a bulky mon. You might as well take advantage of his, you know, natural bulk. So I think this mon could do really, really well. Aggron and Spyro are definitely the most expendable mons in our team, I feel like. Maybe not Spyro, but definitely Aggron. Spyro is definitely there to take on a few of the things. It beats Steelix 1v1 because we outspeed. Even if he has Stone Edge, we can Roost up and wait until he misses a Stone Edge. So either he swaps out and we're at full HP, or he misses a Stone Edge and we're at full HP. So, you know, one of those has to happen, and then we take a Stone Edge, no problem. So hopefully Spyro can do well, and I'm hoping Special Dragonite does well. I feel like it can do well. Move on to Tinkerbell, Sylveon, Hyper Voice, Wish, Protect, and Baton Pass. Max HP and max Special Defense. Now, usually we run physically defensive Sylveon, and this was definitely not the week for that. You have all these physical threats: Zangoose, Sock, Excadrill, Steelix. Like, Sylveon does nothing against all of them. He's a very, very specially offensive team, so I feel like Sylveon, if we kill the Excadrill, if we kill the Steelix, Sylveon has a great matchup against his team. The only thing stopping him are the Shaman. I feel like he kind of beats us with Shaman. Not because we don't do a lot with Hyper Voice, it's because he just does a lot to us if he's Life Orb, which I feel like he might be. I can't even speak, I'm so nervous. I feel like the Shaman's going to be offensive. The only thing he could do is make it defensive superior, but then we just Leaf Storm on it until we're good, and then we just Dragon Pulse it and kills. Spoilers. So, yeah, like, I think Sylveon is great. Sylveon, funnily enough, guess this. Choice Specs Modest Jolteon with Thunderbolt, the strongest thing he can hit us with, other than Thunder. Does 39% max. That is insane. So if we catch the Jolteon, we're clicking Wish, or we're clicking Hyper Voice, we're clicking anything. Sylveon is great. Also, it actually beats the Rotom Heat. Now, while Rotom Heat can burn us because we don't have Heal Bell, it can Overheat. It loses special attack of Overheat, and Overheat doesn't do too much. Hyper Voice actually does about 20% if he's specially defensive, so it actually does a decent amount of damage, and with Leftovers, we're going to be pretty okay. And he's eventually going to run out of Overheats, and eventually going to make his attack so low that we beat the Rotom Heat 1v1 with Sylveon, purely because Sylveon has Wish and Rotom Heat doesn't, or any natural recovery. If the Rotom Heat runs Rest, we're in a bit of trouble, but I don't really see that happening. And Baton Pass is there in case the Excadrill is in. If Excadrill is in, or I think the Excadrill is coming in, I just Baton Passes that are hard switching. Because he has mons like Rotom Heat, so I can take a Volt Switch from Rotom Heat or Jolteon, and then Baton Pass. So they think I'm staying in, they go into Excadrill, I click Baton Pass, and I go in the Gird or whatever, and it's great. Oh, by the way, my team's Aggron, Dragonite, Sylveon, Superior, Girder, and Heliolisk. I forgot to say that. I'm really, really hoping Sylveon as well. I feel like if the chance gets it, like, we beat Slowbro 1v1, we beat Aromatisse 1v1, actually, well, maybe not. I feel like the Aromatisse is going to be physically defensive, which is why I think we beat it, but if it's specially defensive, it's kind of a tie. But at the same time, Sylveon's natural bulk is better than the Aromatisse's. But he has Heal Bell, so we'll have to see. Tangela is kind of an issue against this thing because I can Leech Seed Synthesis on it, but I don't foresee it being too big a problem. I don't even think he's going to bring it because of, you know, Superior. Well, actually, we don't have any special attacking fire types, so maybe he will come, but Taunt Aggron's there. So I think Sylveon as well. If the chance comes to it, I think Sylveon can do work. The only thing to keep in mind is that Sock, if he brings it, gets Poison Jab. So if the Sock is there, I'm not leaving Sylveon in, even if I think... Well, if he's Choice Banded, I'm leaving it on Close Combat, but that's the only thing. We're going to move on to Superior William. William is making a return. Now, you haven't seen William in a yonks time. I swear to God, it's been like a good month since you've seen William. The last time we brought William was against Source in week 3. And it's now week 8. That's crazy. We're back again with Superior. Now, Superior, I've been using it pretty shit this whole season. And I'm really annoyed about that, because I think Superior is a great mon if you give him the chance. I don't think it's the sweeper that people think it is. It's definitely the late game sweeper in my eyes. And it's the late game sweeper in this game every single time. The plan in this match, get rocks up, and then leave Storm. Over and over again. So basically, if we leave Storm on whatever, we bring it on Mega Steelix maybe. If it's low enough on Ormertice, on Tangela even. Tangela can't really touch us. And then we just click Hidden Power Rock for Rotom Heat. We click Dragon Pulse for Shaman. We click Leaf Storm, Dragon Pulse for Tangela. You know, we wreck him with Superior. Miracode is there. If the Jolteon is going for a Volt Switch on Superior, then something comes in, it's dead. Like, basically. Because Superior, well, it's not dead, but it takes a lot of damage. I probably won't use Miracode too much. But it's nice to have it there in case, like, say it's 1v1 Superior against Jolteon at the end of the game, and Superior cannot beat Jolteon because of Leaf Storm, because I don't outspeed it. I click Mirror and kill it after I take an HBS because of Assault Vest. I think this thing is great. It has enough speed in it to outspeed a max speed Shaman. I will never outspeed the Jolteon, so I just put enough speed to outspeed the Shaman, then it put enough speed to in special defense, but max special attack. I dipped down the special attack just a little bit because I wanted to put... actually, why do I have that? I guess I could do that. Which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that, yeah, just get the extra damage. But I think Superior is very important in this match. I hope it does well. It's definitely a late game sweeper because I definitely do think... if the Extra isn't scarfed, the Rotom isn't scarfed, if the Shaman isn't scarfed, it can clean up the game. Next we have Juan Cena. Now the thing is, right... I was talking at the start about Excadrill, Rotom Heat. And I was saying, okay, Girder beats Excadrill, and Girder beats Rotom Heat, you know. Girder doesn't beat Rotom Heat and Excadrill, which is the big problem. I could run physically defensive Girder, which I am, for Excadrill, and be fine. But I don't beat Rotom. I could run specially defensive Girder, but then I can't beat Excadrill. And it's so annoying. It's like almost there, but I just don't have enough bulk. I decided overall that Excadrill was more scary, or scarier, than the Rotom Heat because we have Sylveon. So I decided to go physically defensive with 248 in HP, 212 in defense, with an Impish Nature, and 48 in special defense. 48 in special defense is just there. I put enough defense in, so I take, I think, about 40... Actually, let me check it, because I want to open damage calcs in the battle. I won't do it now, but I'll check just before the battle. I could take about 40% from the... Excadrill's Earthquake, which is not bad. And then Drain Punch obviously does, like, wrecks its life. Drain Punch is 77 to 91%, and that's with zero investment, which is really nice. And I could just Mach Punch afterwards if I feel like it. Knockoff's there because Knockoff is a great move. It knocks off the Tangela, the Slowbro. It also knocks off the Excadrill's, item, which, like, if it's Life Orb, but then Aggron, without a Life Orb, Aggron can beat Excadrill. That's a fact, you know? So hopefully we can knock off the Excadrill. And then Poison Jab is literally just there for the Ormertice. And Shaman, I guess. I mean, I don't really see Girder beating Shaman ever because it has Dazzling Gleam and Psychic and stuff, but hopefully it can. I mean, Poison Jab would definitely do a lot to it, and then we can Mach Punch afterwards. Guts, that's why Girder is so good in this match, because Sableye, Will-O-Wisp, Rotom Heat, Will-O-Wisp, Slowbro with Toxic, Rotom with Toxic. He has a very, even Tangela, Tangela, gets Toxic and stuff, even Sleep Powder, but I don't want that, but you know what I mean? I feel like Girder can do great in this match if given the opportunity, and I hopefully can do it some justice. Juan Cena hopefully coming through this week, and hopefully picking us up a win. Definitely William is number 1, most important mon. I say Juan Cena is number 2. And finally, we have SBO Healerless coming through clutch last week against that Tornadus. Saltfest Healerless will not be making a return this week, or actually the rest of the season. I don't really see it being used again. But again, we have just enough speed in Healerless here to outspeed a max speed Shaman. We have 252 in attack, 72 in special defense, and 184 in the speed with a Timid Nature. Life Orb, Dry Skin, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Hyper Voice, and Surf. Now, SBO here does great. If the Excadrill isn't scarfed, the Rotom Heat isn't scarfed, which is really only a thing I actually feel like it's going to be scarfed. If the Shaman is scarfed, Shaman cannot touch Assault Vest Superior, so I'm not even worried about that. But if neither of them, I feel like the Rotom Heat is going to be defensive. Actually, I'll get to that in a bit, but Thunderbolt does a lot to basically everything. Sableye hits that really hard, hits Slowbro really hard, Zangoose, Sawk, It's a Romatis really hard. Volt Switch is there for initiative. Hyper Voice is there for everything that I can't hit. Basically Shaman, Rotom Heat. Actually, I can just use Surf. Tangela, Shaman again. It's really, really good. Surf is there for the extra, the Rotom Heat and the Mega Steelix. I think actually, yeah, Hyper Voice is actually there for the Jolteon, but Surf is really good as well. The fact that Healerless gets Surf is just really, really broken to me. It's able to do a lot because of that, and hopefully that does some well. The only thing I'm worried about is that me taking too much damage. If I get burned, I'm taking 22% every turn. Life Orb plus burn does 22%, which is not nice. Unless I Volt Switch. Then I Volt Switch, I only take the Life Orb damage, but I still don't want Healers to take too much damage, because I think this thing could actually clean up the game if given the chance. But it just depends. So, let me get into some of the things, some of the strategies in this match. So, I've told you before that the win condition of our team is Superior and Girder. That's always going to be there. Milotic, I wanted to bring Milotic because if you look at his team, Milotic actually doesn't do that bad because it's able to get a free Scald and everything. It's able to beat the main things like Slowbro, Romatis, Mega Steelix. It beats all those things, even Sableye. It does beat all of them, but it just takes too much damage from Excadrill. Excadrill does 54 to 64% with Earthquake, even to a max physically defensive Milotic. That's insane. Rotom Heat does too much with Volt Switch and Thunderbolt. Jolteon obviously wrecks his life, so does Shaman. Even Zangoose is like 77% with Facade. Not saying Zangoose is, you know, a weak Pokemon, but I mean, like, you know, max physical defense on a move that's a neutral. Facade, Toxic boosted, Adamant Zangoose does way too much. So, you know, our chances in this match are not looking good. I feel like Special Dragonite can do work if given the chance, because I basically beat everything 1v1, other than the Jolteon, the Slowbro obviously, even though Dragon Pulse, actually Thunderbolt does a lot to it, it does about half, if you get the power, it would be nice. It does okay, I think it'll catch him off guard. Now Sylveon is obviously very, very important. Beating the Sableye is the only thing on my team that beats Sableye. Actually, I wouldn't say that. Sylveon, Superior, Girder, and Healers all beat the Sableye. But Girder doesn't want to beat the Sableye. It doesn't want to get burned, even though Guts will, you know, be in effect. It doesn't want to take that extra damage. And I'm probably just going to go into Healerless because Superior on Sableye, depending. So, that's that. Zangoose can be scary, but he only takes, like, it only does 40%. A close combat from Zangoose only does 40% to Aggron. That is an Adamant Toxic Orb boosted Zangoose, so Zangoose is not scary. Sock can be scary, but I feel like as long as we outspeed it, if he destroys Scarf, he's kind of scary, but then Aggron can walls it. If he destroys Bandit, Superior, and Healerless outspeed it, so we're fine. It's like, no matter what, something does okay. If he destroys Scarf and Aggron dies, a bit of trouble. So the game plan going into this match, we lead with Aggron, hopefully he leads with Steelix, or something that we can taunt. We taunt it, set up our rocks. If he leads with Excadrill, I'm clicking Earthquake. I'm trying to get rid of that Excadrill. Killing Excadrill and Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat is a big one. Because Superior, if the Excadrill isn't Scarfed, can Leaf Storm it and kill the Excadrill. Hopefully. But the Rotom Heat is so annoying. The Rotom Heat is the only thing on his team that Superior doesn't beat in certain situations. So basically, my game plan is, hopefully Rotom Heat comes in on Superior as I Leaf Storm, and then Hidden Power Rock, coupled with Leaf Storm and Stealth Rock damage, is enough to take out the Rotom Heat. I'm not running Life Orb this week, so I'm going to do a lot less damage with Superior. So I really, really hope that doesn't bite me in the ass. But I really feel like Assault Vest is a good idea because I'm able to tank hits from Slowbro. Like I said, his team is very, very specially offensive. So you have things like, I can take an Overeat from Rotom Heat. I can take hits from Jolteon, from Shaman, from Slowbro, from Aromatisse. I wall Tangela for days. I can actually set up on it. So I also beat Mega Steelix because of Leaf Storm and stuff. So hopefully this team leads us to victory. This match is going to go up in the next few hours. And if we win, we're almost guaranteed good playoffs, and that's just so happy to say. But Joey is no pushover. I know this is going to be one of the toughest games in this league, if not the toughest, but I know we can do it. I know if I play smart, if I put my head to it, we can defeat the FC Bagonlona, and I hope you guys are excited as I am. If you guys are a proud member of the Cork Cradillys and you are rooting for us, make sure to leave a like down below. Comment down below who do you think is going to win, what you think the score will be. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the video. Will hopefully be up in a while. Until then, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, guys. Bye-bye!